is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. Man, today's episode is actually going to be a freestyle episode, man. And what I mean is I'm going off the top of my dome, and I'm just going to talk about whatever comes to mind. Because honestly, guys, there isn't much of a show as far as, material to really talk about. And I think partially that is because I've been really, busy. And on top of that, I've been playing a lot of WWE 2K19 and really getting prepared for this game that everybody in these video game streets has been talking about. And I think we all know that game is Red Dead Redemption 2. Yes, typical day for me is, getting up about 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning, going to work at about 11, and, getting home, around 9-ish. And then from there, I turn on the PS4 and, I've been playing 2K, WWE 2K19. And when I'm not doing that, try to play a little Witcher. But when I'm not doing that, I am constantly watching videos of Red Dead Redemption, man. I mean, it's hard to believe that in less than a week, that this game is going to be in my PlayStation and I'm going to be playing it, man. I am definitely, going to shut everything else down. I've already told everybody close to me, like, look, starting Thursday night and probably for that upcoming weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and probably Sunday too, with the exception of me doing a few things here and there, I will be in the man cave and I will be focused on this game. I'm not rushing this game. Right now everybody's talking about how the game is looking to be, story-wise, is looking to be about 60 hours. Now that's just story. Keep in mind, that's just straight story. So in other words, if you turn the game on and you say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going, full on story mode, and I'm going to just do a straight beeline for the story, then it's going to be about 60 hours, man. That's like, no side quests really. That's just, no doing other things. So that in itself lets me know that the game is going to be a fucking huge game, man. Spider-Man, I think how long did it take me to beat Spider-Man? Maybe, honestly, 12 to 15 hours, something like that. And I beat that game with, I knocked out a lot of the side quests and things. So when I beat the game, when I finally beat Spider-Man, man, I think it was like I think I still had maybe about 25% of shit left to do. Minor stuff, you know what I mean? And I finished it. But honestly, Spider-Man went kind of quick, man. I was a little like, wow, it's already done. The DLC comes out on the 23rd. I could have sworn that it was coming out on the 16th, but maybe I got my wires crossed and, I lost track of the date. I know I talked about it on the previous podcast before, but, on the 23rd now, that is something to do, I guess, right before Red Dead drops because, it drops on Friday, but technically, GameStop is releasing it, at 9 o'clock. Thursday night. So, anything to get that leg up and start playing it and get started like ASAP is what I'm down for. And I'm pretty sure mostly everybody else is. If you download it on your systems, I think you have to wait till midnight. So, 3 hours is a long time for me. I don't really know how long it's going to take to download the game. I know that it's about 89 to 90 gigs of a memory that is going to need for the PlayStation 4. I don't know how Microsoft is doing theirs, but supposedly the PlayStation version is going to have 2 discs and you put one in, and you basically download everything off of that disk to the system, and then the other disk is what you put in afterwards, and that's the disk you'll be running off of. So that's just crazy, and who knows what that day one patch is going to entail. That's going to be interesting. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready for this game. I'm ready to jump in as soon as possible, and I just can't wait. That's all that's been on my mind. I have definitely been getting into wrestling a lot in this past week or so. I mean, which credit to 2K19, man. I mean, or I guess you can say half credit to 2K19 and half credit to me for skipping 2K18. If you compare somebody who buys that game every year to somebody like me who bought 17 and then skipped 18 and then got 19, I mean, the upside on my end is way larger than the upside on somebody else who bought 18. Because I hear half the people saying they love the game, and I hear half the people saying it's okay, and the people that are saying it's okay is because they feel that it wasn't just, it didn't make leaps and bounds as far as improvements are concerned, from one game to the next. It didn't do that. But to me, it did, because like I said, I never played 18. So everything that changed, from the other games, I'm seeing it, and I'm seeing it like really, really bright colors, like it's in my face. So, I've been watching a shitload of, Japanese wrestling, Ring of Honor, and those promotions, man. And that shit's so good. It took me back to, the TNA days when, after the Attitude Era and everything was over, and Vince bought, WCW, which was my favorite, wrestling company, back in the day when I was a kid. When he bought, and ECW was also dope. When he bought all that shit, man, and there was still TNA, now Impact Wrestling, and they had a lot of talented guys, man. My favorite tag team, Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Those two guys, and then there was Samoa Joe back then. There was also the one you all know who was actually on the front cover of 2K19. I don't know, man. Like AJ Styles was a phenomenal guy as well. Like all these guys came out of the indie circuit and TNA and Impact Wrestling. These were where these guys were at, and in Japan as well. They wrestled a lot in Japan. They did a lot of tours in Japan. They actually lived in Japan for a number of years, and all of these things. And I wanted that kind of wrestling. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just a kind of nostalgic feeling every time I saw those guys. Even now, when I watch old old matches and stuff from like 06 and 07, you know what I mean, from those days, I mean, I still get goosebumps. And I had forgotten about all that, man. Honestly, that's what I've been doing as well. I've been looking at a lot of wrestling when I'm not playing it. But I've been playing a lot of 2K19. I'm keeping it real. I've been playing a lot of it and enjoying the fuck out of it. And on the creative side as well, just, creating belts and arenas and things of that nature, man. And I'm creating wrestlers. I'm just having a ball right now, and I'll be uploading some of those guys. I'm going to let you know if you want to fuck with my wrestler, which is, his name is AK-47. It was going to be Black Lightning, but I changed it because there was nothing about him that read Black Lightning to me. You know what I mean? Just like when I went into the creation suite to create this guy, I had an idea of what I wanted him to be, cosmetically, like how I wanted him to look, but it ended up being something completely different. And, I was very, very pleased with the results. And, I'll be uploading all of that information and putting up videos and stuff. I have a whole lot of video I recorded from some of these matches, and I'm going to cut all these videos, and we're going to get into it. You'll definitely find out who AK-47 is. And you'll get a chance to see what I've done, like what I've been making, the stadiums, the belts, and all of that stuff, man. And you guys can jump on there and critique me, tell me how what you guys think. Like I said, I'll be putting all this on Instagram and everything like that. So feel free to tune in to the Instagram or even my Twitter and, get some of these shots, man. Right now I think it's like 1:37 in the morning as I'm recording this podcast. So I'm like I said, I'm a night owl, and I do this. These are the times that I'm out here in the streets, putting in work. I'm gaming. I'm a late night gamer. I'm just a late night guy. The man cave is dark in here. I don't like a lot of lights. I like my privacy. And it's all good, man. But this is my domain, and this is where everything goes down at, man. So, but that's pretty much what I've been doing this last week since you guys last heard from me. That's what my day typically consisted of. And when Red Dead 2 comes out, I mean, everything else is going by the wayside for a while. Everything's taking a break. Wrestling's taking a break. I mean, yeah. I mean, I might watch some wrestling when I'm like down chilling, like maybe laying in the bed or whatever. But as far as gaming, the only thing that I'm going to be playing is Red Dead. That's it. And like I said earlier, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do it all night long, like Lionel Richie. I'm going to, seduce my controllers and my Xbox. I'm sorry, not my Xbox. I don't have a fucking Xbox. My PS4. I'm sorry, baby. She gets jealous. She's sitting right here, and she didn't like what came out of my mouth. So, but she does like how I've been playing with her recently, and she's getting very, very excited when she just thinks about Red Dead Redemption 2 sliding inside of her and me caressing that controller for hours and hours at a time. I'm tripping, man. Yeah. Hey, I'm tripping. Excuse me. I'm just I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now. But you had to admit it sounded kind of cool. But yeah, man. I mean that's if my PlayStation could talk, that's what she would probably say. That's probably what she'd be thinking. And it's all good. No video game console likes to be ignored. You know what I mean? They get jealous and they want to be touched and they want to be played with, man. I mean, come on, man. And if that's the case, then, I guess I don't have anywhere to sleep when I go home to the Nintendo Switch because she is pissed. I haven't touched her in, since, fuck, I don't even know when. The last time I touched her, I think I was playing Hollow Knight, and that was right before the move. And when I got real busy and I had to move everything up and ever since then, I haven't touched her, man. I haven't had any new games. Like I said, all my little money that I have has been going towards it. Like I said, the money, some of it should have went to, some games for the Switch. But I ended up doing the impulse buy thing with the WWE 2K19 game, and that's where that went. And now the little money that I have now, the $60 that I have, is going towards Red Dead Redemption. Like that's a given. I mean, nothing is going to change that. So it probably won't be until, honestly, man, if I'm being real, if I'm keeping it real, probably it won't be till like damn near Christmas before I pick up the Nintendo Switch again. Because I plan on getting Mario Kart for sure and Smash Brothers, I think. And, family games. Me and my son, I definitely really want to play Mario Kart with him and just for myself as well. I played it and at GameStop, and I love the way the game feels and plays, and I could definitely see the family getting a kick out of that game. My daughter, everybody, what I mean, everybody who's here, I can see myself plugging that in, and then we lose hours playing that. So that'd be like the family game for everybody. Mario Party, no sir, because I've heard mixed things about Mario Party, but most people, aren't really pleased with Mario Party. So I'll leave that one alone. I still need to play Breath of the Wild too. So, I'm definitely going to be looking for that game later, but that's like when I have a gap of, time. Because, being gamers now, man, it's like anybody who calls herself a gamer, who's a real gamer, there's games that we have that a lot of us haven't even played yet. To me, like it's like being a video game hoarder. Like kind of like you see a game and you buy it sometimes, even though you probably won't end up playing it anytime soon, just because you have the money in front of you, and just because you like, oh, it's only $15. Oh my God, I haven't played this. I need to get it. It's $15. And you do stuff like that. And, that's a good thing in a sense, because that eventually, you'll get to it, and that, you're giving yourself, other things to look forward to when you have downtime from games, or, whatever. And that's what you typically do. I mean, I know I do. I'm not going to speak for everybody, but all my friends, for sure that I know has basically admitted this. And I think it's something we all do, as gamers sometimes. It is what it is. And there's nothing wrong with, buying games. Like I have this Switch and I don't even fucking play it. I don't know why I bought it. Thinking that I was gonna, I bought it right before the move, and I don't know why I did that. But I have it now, so at least I don't have to buy it anymore. It's here. It's sitting on my shelf. I'm looking at her right now, and she's very upset with me. But it's all good, especially she's sitting there and she's watching me, play the PS4 night after night after night. Even when I'm not playing her, I'm watching her. I'm watching YouTube on her, or Netflix or something like that. She's like, yo, what are you doing? I don't get any love. I mean, well, fuck, baby. If you want me to give you some love, what you need to fucking do is, get Netflix on yourself. You need to go talk to your daddy, which is Nintendo, and you need to fucking tell him, to give you some more things. You know what I mean? And then we can talk. Until then, you're not gonna get touched until the holiday season. Yeah. So, but it's all good, because I'll take my Switch everywhere when I go to my father's for, Thanksgiving, and I travel or whatever. That's going to be my go-to, device. So I definitely am going to, start getting stuff for her, start getting more games and things of that nature. But, it's going to take time, man. Right now, PS4 reigns supreme as far as content, and like Red Dead Redemption 2 is like the game. It's the creme de la creme. It's that cherry on top, man, that everybody's been waiting to pop. And I am one of those guys, and I'm definitely going to be playing it and doing content, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a joyous event. Gus Longstrong is coming to a YouTube channel near you. We're going to, have lots and lots of fun, hunting bears and, exotic animals, and robbing trains and stagecoaches, and clicking up with, a lot of my friends online. It's going to be dope, man. I'm going to do a whole series on it, on this character that I create. His name is Gus Longstrong, and I'm keep telling you guys this because he's a real character, man. I mean, I have friends who tease me and laugh at me, because the name is kind of crazy, but it's real. And, it's coming. Just like AK-47 is real out here in these WWE 2K19 streets, and you're going to be getting a lot of him as well. I've already got, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 gigs of video I have to comb through and edit, and give you guys some matches and stuff like that. It's going to be dope, man. You're going to see the UCW belt, the UCW promotion that I've created. It's called Universal Championship Wrestling, and I think it's pretty dope, man. Like I said, I'll be putting all this on my channel, Studio MacGyver TV, and you guys can check it out. I don't want to put a date on it because I'm going to try to get some of it out before Red Dead drops. I have to at least cut 3 or 4 videos. That way, I can give you guys, some stuff as I'm playing Red Dead. Excuse me, guys. This happens every time. I guess when you talk for an extended amount of time, it just happens to your voice. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. But as far as content, yeah, man, that's coming. Definitely coming down the pipeline. Be looking out for that, guys. On an anime tip, man, I really haven't had time to watch anything, man. The only thing that I have watched on a consistent basis is Naruto Shippuden, and I've been slacking on that. I usually try to catch an episode or 2 every night. Right now I'm on around episode 68, 69 on Shippuden, right around the Sora arc, and that's what I've been watching right now. That's where I'm at now. So I don't know when I'll be able to get back to that. I might even try to watch a couple episodes tonight before I lay it down, but Yeah, man, haven't had a chance to get into too much anime lately either. It's just been, when good games come out and a lot of good titles are out, man, you kind of lose yourself. And, when you're not working or, with the family or doing whatever, you kind of, that's your obligation. It feels like that's what you're doing. You know what I mean? There's only so much time in a day, and that's just how it goes. Constantly trying to figure out a way, to, you know, get it to the point where I can actually, do this shit all day. At least most of the day. I got, Beautiful Nerds, which is a e-commerce store that I'm getting ready to push, especially in the first quarter of 2019. I got some new products and stuff I've been working on for the website, and it's good, man. I'm proud of it. It was a lot of hard work that went into that, and there's still things that need to be done with it, but it's up, it's running, and it has a lot of nice products for you guys. If you like video games, and if you like anime, man. If you like nerd culture, period, you should check it out. It's got some dope stuff, and there's some cool stuff coming, some new stuff coming as well. But yeah, I definitely recommend that you guys check out the Ambu Black Ops line in that store, man. Hoodies, there's regular shirts as well, t-shirts, and there's hats and beanies too. So it's pretty dope. You guys should check it out. I had a partner of mine, Pensacola Panda, who I've spoken about before. I think he's going to buy one. I think I got him today, man. I posted a pic of one of the sweatshirts, one of the hoodies, on my Instagram, and he peeped it and he liked it. So we'll see, man. I'm definitely going to be showing some stuff. Like I said, I still got the YouTube channel. I'm still working on getting all that stuff worked out, guys. And it is coming. I'm gonna get more personal. And it's gonna be a monumentous event, I think. Just a lot of stuff in the works, man. A lot of things. I'm trying to take my time with it. I'm not trying to rush anything. And I think that's been my biggest problem. Just trying to take a couple steps back, use my head and think, and let things marinate, just a taste. You know what I mean? And not rush into everything and let it come naturally, organically, and do it like that. You know what I mean? My girlfriend always tells me, and people around me, hey, you should stay, socially active. Did you post today or anything like that? I'm like, no, I just try to, do it when things come up, And they said, well, yeah, that's one thing you need to, constantly do. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But I'm trying to get to the point where I'm doing it without thinking about it. You know what I mean? Because I come across things all the time that could easily be posts and easily be things that, I could be showing you guys. And, I don't do it for whatever reason. And sometimes I do, but I'm trying to work on doing it more. And yeah, man, that's pretty much what that is. But that's pretty much what my week has been consisting of, guys. I mean, just a whole lot of 2K19, WWE, and looking at a whole bunch of info on fucking Red Dead Redemption 2, getting ready for this game. Really, really getting ready for it. I mean, I'm a side quest sucker. Like, I am a stickler for side quests. Like, I might fuck around and go hunting for 2 days straight. Just out in the wilderness, hunting for 2 days straight. Who knows what I'll do in this game? I mean, I'll get lost in the woods, and I won't come out of there for days. What are you doing, man? Did you go do this part? No. Don't tell me. Don't say anything. I'm still hunting. I've killed 14 bears, and I killed some wolves and some other whatever. It's supposed to be over 200 different species in this game. So goddamn, I don't know what else is out there. But I'm gonna have a ball doing it, and I'm not rushing the story or anything, man. I mean, some people are like, it'll take me a week or two, I'm playing it until I feel that I've done everything, that I feel I need to do before I need to complete the story. And, then the online mode drops, and I'm, I don't know how I feel about the online as far as what, I don't know what they're going to be presenting like as the vanilla build of this game, and Rockstar's basically said, hey, look, this is a beta. This is technically online, but we're looking at it as a beta because we know there's going to be fuck ups. Okay, we know that, motherfuckers are going to hit that server like they're going to hit it. They're going to hit it so hard. They might, like I said, they might blow up the fucking servers, man. That was the issue in GTA 5, man. They blew up the fucking servers, man. And they couldn't handle, they couldn't handle it. They always think they can handle it. Oh, we're good now. We're good. I think we have it set up to where, we're ready for anything. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't think they are. I think that's another reason why these guys are releasing the online part of the game after the actual release of the game. Because, first of all, they want to know how many, copies the game is going to sell. Once they get an idea like, oh shit, we've sold, these million copies already. Well, you might as well assume that everybody who buys this game physically is going to fucking at least taste or want to play a little bit of that online mode. You have to assume that as, a business. And you have to make sure that your servers are ready for that kind of impact. And I hope they're going to do that. And I think Rockstar learned their lesson from GTA 5, and I think they're going to do a great job. Now, like I said, there's going to be glitches. There's going to be, issues. That's any online server. That's any, that happens. That's just the way of the world when it comes to, technology and gaming and stuff like that. But I think they're going to get it right the first time. And I think that's going to minimize a lot of the damage that, could have happened, case in point when they did have those issues with GTA 5. So, and then if you guys know Rockstar, you know how synonymous these guys are in the gaming community. You know that they're hailed as one of the best developers out here in these streets, and they give, customers what they want. You know what I mean? GTA 5, they've been supporting this shit for over 5 years, and they're still supporting it with new updates and new things. And they said they're not going to stop with GTA 5. They're going to continue to support GTA 5. And that says a lot about this company, man. And that if you are excited about, Red Dead Redemption 2, then you should be even more ecstatic because, we're going to get the same treatment with this game here. So get ready for a whole lot of updates. Get ready for a whole lot of additions and all kinds of shit, man. This is my version. Now, don't get me twisted. GTA 5 is definitely dope. But if I had to play this version or that version, I'm in the Western world. I'm doing this. I can't wait to put Gus Longstrong out here in these streets. It's going down, guys. It's definitely going down. I hope you're ready. That's all I'm gonna say. My God, this. I'm going to have to really do some exercises before I start recording my podcast, man. I think, my last 3 or 4 podcasts have been like this, but we're going to fix it. We're going to stop the madness on the microphone. One little bit of news, I guess you can call it news, that caught my eye the other night. Matter of fact, I think it was last night. Matter of fact, there's a guy, a YouTuber named Yang Yao. I think that's what he calls himself. Yang Yao. Really cool dude, man. Definitely has a nice show. Definitely has good content. He did a special on Kojima's new game, or upcoming new game, Death Stranding, and opened my eyes to this game a little bit wider. Shed some light on some things that I didn't even realize about the game. And actually has me pretty excited for this game. When he broke it down, the villains and everything, how everything works, what those babies mean, and those little incubators connected to you. And everybody has one. Everybody has an incubator, in this world, I guess. And it is connected to this device on your back, which, man, I don't know. It's still twisted. It's still sick, but that's what I like about it. That's what I really like about this. It's something so different. It really is, man. I'm really trying to figure out, and I guess I shouldn't even be looking at it like that through that lens. I shouldn't be trying to figure it out, man, because this is something that, Kojima has come up with, and it's not meant to figure out. I don't think it's meant to figure out until we play the game. I think it's just meant to entice us. It he's got everybody, he's got everybody flipping out because they don't know what they're looking at and they don't know how to justify what they're watching. And I think he's doing that. I think he's purposely doing that. And I think, to have somebody thinking about that the way I was thinking about it when I saw the video, like, up to an hour after I saw that and just driving and these thoughts of this game in my mind and how awesome the villains looked and the world looked. Even though I really didn't understand any of it really. I think he's doing what he thinks he's supposed to do. And now when the game comes out, I'm looking forward to this game now. Yeah, check out Young Yeah. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And just Google, not even Google it, or just go to YouTube and type it in. Yang Yao / Death Stranding and see what pops up. And take a look at this video. I think it's like 25 to 30 minutes long, man. He breaks the shit down like no other. So it's worth looking into. And I don't know when Death Stranding is coming out. Like it's 2019 sometime, hopefully 2019. But it's definitely going to be intriguing, especially when we get more details on the game. And we're going to get more details as time progresses. I know this. But from what I saw just last night, I mean, it was finally enough to intrigue me about this game. Other than that, guys, that has been my week, pretty much. That has really been it. One other thing, I want to bring up a wrestler by the name of Kenny Omega. Now, if you guys watch wrestling, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys know about this guy. I did not really know about Kenny Omega, man. I mean, I knew about the Bullet Club a little bit. But that, I've been away from wrestling for so long, as far as watching it, WWE, I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Half these motherfuckers, I don't even know who they are. Probably more than half now. And it's just, I don't know what they're doing over there. But I do know that I've been watching a lot of fucking wrestling as of late, and it hasn't been WWE at all. It's all been Japanese wrestling, and it's all been Ring of Honor matches. And even some Impact stuff and older stuff too. Like, some of the old Impact TNA stuff, Ring of Honor, excuse me, as well. And that's all I've been watching, man. And this dude, Kenny Omega, is the fucking truth. I will say this, man. Like, he's regarded all over the world, including wrestlers from WWE and beyond, as probably one of the greatest wrestlers of this time. And I now understand why that is. Dude is fucking highly skilled and talented, man. He's wet. This motherfucker is wet. Amazing and highly skilled. Yeah, man. And Cody Rhodes. Fucking Cody Rhodes. Of all people. I forgot what they called him in WWE at one time. He was covered in glitter. And he was like, I forgot his fucking name, but he was, I mean, some of these writers in WWE, man, the political shit is real, when it comes to, the wrestling scene, especially, for these big companies, it's a trip. But what's so fucked up about this whole situation is that all the wrestlers, I'm talking about Cody Rhodes, I'm talking about, Kenny Omega, Jericho, my favorite wrestler of all time. These guys, I watched the Jericho match with Kenny Omega, man, last year at, what was this, at Wrestle Kingdom. Fucking, oh my God, this match was so awesome. The match was off the chain. I mean, I don't know, man. I want to say that, all these other promotions, I'm talking about Impact, I'm talking about especially Ring of Honor and Japanese wrestling. Okay. These promotions, man, they kind of catered more to the older crowd, the adult crowd or whatever. That's the take I have on it. It's really good, man. And I've just been absorbing a lot of it as of late, man, and enjoying myself, But the politics in wrestling sometimes is ridiculous, man. When you listen to some of these wrestlers shoot and talk about, what goes on behind the scenes and everything like that and how shit works, it's a trip. That's all I've been watching when I'm watching YouTube is like wrestlers talking about, how it is behind the scenes and working for this company and, all this stuff. Because I'm like, oh, I remember this guy. He was wrestling for WWE back in the day, but now he's not there anymore, huh? And I didn't felt that because, when I played WWE 2K19, I'm looking at the roster and I'm like, who are all these motherfuckers? Who are these dudes? What the fuck is going on? And I don't know these guys, man. And all the ones that used to be there, like, where are these guys at? And then a lot of them are wrestling in Japan. A lot of them are in, Impact and, all these other, federations. So it's definitely, I find that the wrestlers that are wrestling on the independent circuit are way happier than, wrestling for like somebody like WWE, because WWE is like a machine. It's like, it's very, very hard to have a roster that everybody is really, really good on. Because, you have a limited amount of time and so many wrestlers and everybody can't get over. And that's just, I guess, how it is. But it's all good. I mean, in a sense, like listening to Cody Rhodes talk and some of these other guys talk, why they are doing what they're doing now. A lot of them are making more money there than they were making in WWE, man. They have complete and total freedom. They get to do what they want to do. Like Jericho was saying that they let him do what the fuck he wants to do. I mean, WWE, you can't give the crowd middle fingers. You can't, beat the shit out of refs and all of this stuff, which Jericho has been doing, in this run in Japan. That's why I love him so much, because this is like Jericho. Like Jericho was a heel, he started as a heel when I watched him. When I watched him in WCW, he was a fucking heel. When I watched him, even in the Attitude Era, he was a heel. He didn't stay a good guy for long. And I don't know, man, I just like this Jericho. This Jericho here though, this current Jericho, this Alpha Club Jericho, man, this dude is like sick and demented. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. And this is what I like. I like this. This motherfucker comes to the fucking ring with paint on his face and shit. Like white and fucking black skull paint on his face and all kinds of shit, man. Dude is like, yeah, I'm really digging this version of Jericho, man. He reminds me of a Frank Miller Jericho. Like, if Frank Miller like had to make a wrestler like right now, it would be this Jericho. Like, 47-year-old Jericho who's been fucking seasoned and, he's hardened and he's seen the world. He's been everywhere. He's done everything. And, he's still very, very skilled and talented. He's not as agile and quick as he used to be, but he still puts on a fucking A+ show every night. And, that he's more calculating and he's smarter and he knows when to pick his shots. And, he's excellent for that. And he's the Intercontinental Japanese champion, like, IWGP, I think, champion Intercontinental. So it's just awesome, man. I really am enjoying watching that shit. Yeah, so that's what's been taking up my time as of late. I don't know, man. I've had some kind of resurgence of wrestling, man. It's a trip. It's crazy, but I like it. I really, really like it. I guess that's the nerd in me, coming out. I mean, I'm a nerd already. Been one. Never gonna not be one. And wrestling was, a part of me back in the day, but I kind of thought that I had left that part, alone or whatever, when I was a kid. But I don't know, man. It's something about, the resurgence of this stuff that's going on now. It feels like the Attitude Era all over again, but in the indie scene. You know what I mean? Like the good old days of ECW and, the Attitude Era, and the Monday Night Wars and all of that shit, like that's the nostalgia effect that I get from watching, this stuff in Japan and the stuff in Ring of Honor. So as long as they keep it like that, I'll keep watching it for real. What I'm going to start doing is getting these fucking matches and downloading these fucking matches and keeping them and put that shit in a fucking archive, because, a lot of these companies don't have like networks like WWE, you know what I mean? So I want to try to get a hold of some of these matches, some of my favorite matches. I'm talking about from everywhere, not just Ring of Honor, but, TNA and Impact and all this stuff, man. It's very enjoyable, man. There's a lot of talent out here in these streets, and it shows. Yeah, let me get off of that wrestling rant though. I've been ranting on that, but yeah, man. I mean, this is pretty much the podcast, guys. Today, wow, I didn't expect to go 40 minutes. I really didn't think I had, but about 20 minutes of content to really talk about. But I kind of got a little long winded and kind of the shit grew some legs, started taking off. So I'm happy for that. I'm glad that I had that to talk about and give you guys that, because I was looking at 15, maybe I was about 20 minutes, 20 minutes. But yeah, 40 minutes strong. That's pretty dope. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys just want to talk or chop it up, and if you have anything that you might want to suggest, that I talk about on this show, feel free to holler at your boy, man. Instagram, Studio MacGyver 79, Twitter at Studio MacGyver, the Facebook page at Studio MacGyver as well. Check out the YouTube channel, baby. That's Studio MacGyver TV. And also the merch, last but not least, the fucking merch. www.beautifulnerds.com. Nerds is spelled Nurdz. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for listening, man. If you're new to the show, thank you for listening. I hope that you tune in next week and every week after that. This is episode 86 of the podcast. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. I love you guys. You have been listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. See you next time.